Hello everyone. This is class 6 subject mathematics chapter 7 fractions lecture 2. In this lecture following topics we will cover today. First, fraction on number line. Second, proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed fractions, conversion of improper fraction into mixed fraction, and conversion of mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now our first topic is representation of fractions on a number line. How to represent fraction on number line. Till now we have learned how to represent numbers, natural numbers on number line. Now we will learn today how to represent fraction on a number line. Like whole numbers, fractions can also be represented by points on a number line. For example, 2 upon 3. To represent 2 upon 3, divide the line segment between 0 and 1 into 3 equal parts. Now see the line, number line which is shown below. 0, 1 and 2. 3 whole numbers are written there. Between 0 and 1. We will divide into 3 equal parts. 0 and 1 we will divide into 3 equal parts. Why we are dividing it into 3 equal parts? Because our denominator is 3. And denominator means total number of parts. So we have to divide it in 3 parts. And out of these 3 parts we have to take out 2 parts. Numerator is 2. So first part is 1 upon 3. Second is 2 upon 3 and the third is 3 upon 3 which is equal to 1. So now we want 2 upon 3. So S. The point S represents the fraction 2 upon 3. See one more example. Now we have to represent 3 upon 7. Divide the line segment between 0 and 1 into 7 equal parts now. As the denominator is 7, so between 0 and 1 we want 7 equal parts. 1 upon 7, 2 upon 7, 3 upon 7, 4 upon 7, 5 upon 7, 6 upon 7 and then 7 upon 7 which is equal to 1. 7 से 7 cancel, so you will get 1. Now from out of total 7 parts we want 3 parts. We will take out 3 parts. So the point T represent the fraction 3 upon 7. See here you have written 3 upon 7 where point T is written. Okay, so in this way we represent fractions on number line. Now next is types of fraction. In the types of fraction, first type is proper fraction. A fraction whose numerator is greater than 0 but less than its denominator is called a proper fraction. Whose numerator is smaller and denominator is greater. That is called the proper fraction. For example, 2 upon 3, 4 upon 5, 13 upon 25 and so on. All these fractions lie to the left of 1 as they are less than 1. Remember, proper fractions are always less than 1. And if they are less than 1, that means in the number line they will lie on the left hand side of 1. Now try this question. A fraction is given to you. How would you decide by just looking at it whether the fraction is less than 1 or equal to 1? How can you find out that the given fraction is less than 1 or equal to 1? Just think it. In the next lecture, we will discuss this question. Now next is improper fraction. A fraction whose numerator is equal to or greater than its denominator is called an improper fraction. If the numerator is greater than its denominator, okay, then it is called the improper fraction. For example, 13 upon 5, 9 upon 7, 215 upon 89 are all improper fractions. Notice that every natural number can also be written as fraction. Every natural number means, example, 5. We can write down 5 as 5 upon 1. 5 is a natural number, but in the denominator, when we write down 1, it will become 5 upon 1. It will not make any change in the number and it will now become a fraction. 21 can be written as 21 upon 1. So, every natural number is an improper fraction also. Now, mixed fraction. A number which consists of two parts. Mixed fraction is a fraction which consists of two parts. One is a natural number and the second is a proper fraction. To a natural number we can say whole also. Okay. So, a mixed fraction consists of two parts, a natural number and a proper fraction. See the example now. It is 2 3 upon 11. This is a mixed fraction as it consists of two parts. One is natural number. Natural number is 2. We can say 2 is a whole also. And 3 upon 11 is a proper fraction. Why it is a proper fraction? Because numerator is smaller than denominator. So this 2 3 upon 11 consists of two parts. One is natural number, that is 2. One is proper fraction, that is 3 upon 11. So this is a mixed fraction. In fact, we can write down 2 3 upon 11 as 2 plus 3 upon 11. We can separate 2 because 2 is a whole. So 2 plus 3 upon 11. We can write down in this way also. Every important fraction can be written as a mixed fraction and every mixed fraction can be written as a improper fraction. We can write down improper. We can change improper into mixed also and mixed into improper also. Now see, converting an improper fraction into mixed fraction. How we will convert improper fraction into mixed fraction? The rule for this is divide numerator by denominator to get the quotient and the remainder. Simply you have to divide numerator by denominator, and when you divide you get one quotient and one remainder. Then the quotient is the natural number. Whatever quotient you get, that is the natural number part, and the remainder is the remainder over the denominator is the proper fractional part, okay, of the required fraction. So what is mixed fraction? Mixed fraction equal to quotient is a natural number, quotient is a natural number, and then remainder over denominator. In this way we can make a mixed fraction. Now you can see one example also of this. Express 41 upon 7 as a mixed fraction. 41 upon 7 as a mixed fraction. As I told you, you have to divide numerator by denominator. In this, you will divide 41 by 7. So, divide 41 by 7. You will get 7 5s are 35. Okay. Now, when you subtract, you get 6. So, 5 is our quotient and 6 is our remainder. So, what we have done previously, that whatever quotient we get, that is the natural number part. Okay, so 5 I have written in a natural number place and 6 means remainder over the denominator. 6 oblique 7, 6 upon 7, that is a proper fraction. So 41 upon 7 will become 5 6 upon 7. Now next is converting a mixed fraction into an improper fraction. How we convert a mixed fraction into improper fraction? Now see its rule also. multiply the natural number part by denominator and to this product add the numerator. What is the first step? First step is you will multiply natural number part to the denominator of the fraction, and whatever product you get, that to that product you will add the numerator. This number over the denominator is the required improper fraction. So formula is improper fraction equal to natural number part multiply by denominator, find out the product of this, and to this product add the numerator and then divided by denominator. Now see one example of this also. Write 7/2/5 as improper fraction. This is a mixed fraction because in this natural number part is also there and proper fraction is also there. Natural number part is 7 and 2/5 is a proper fraction. Now we have to convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now what is the formula? We have learned that we will multiply natural number part by the denominator, that is 7 multiplied by 5, and to that product we will add the numerator, that is plus 2. So 7 5s are 35 plus 2. 35 plus 2 is 37 and divided it by 5. So your improper fraction is 37/5. So let us recapitulate once what we have learned today. First of all, we have learned how to represent fractions on number line. In this we have learned that we will divide the line segment between 0 and 1 into the number of parts, whatever is the denominator. Okay, and then see the numerator, how many parts we have taken out, and then we will mark it. After that we have learned types of fraction. In this we have learned first of all proper fraction whose numerator is smaller than denominator, that is called proper fraction. Improper fraction whose numerator is greater than denominator, that is called improper fraction. Then we have learned mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is a fraction which is a combination of natural number and a proper fraction, that is a mixed fraction. Then we have learned how to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. Improper fraction into mixed fraction by dividing it. And the formula is mixed fraction equal to quotient is a whole number, whole part, or we can say natural number part, and remainder upon denominator is a proper fraction. Then we have learned how to convert mixed fraction into improper one by multiplying natural number part by the denominator, and to this product then we add the numerator divided by denominator. After that you can, after the explanation of these, you can do your exercise 7.2 of your NCERT book. Now I am going to tell you homework solution of exercise 7.1. Question 1 to 3 are figures question in which you have to tell the shaded part of the fraction number of the shaded part. Okay, I don't think so there is any problem in those questions. Now see question number 4. What fraction of a day is 8 hours? 1 day equal to 24 hours. Out of 24 hours, we have taken out 8 hours. So our required fraction is 8/24. When we convert into simplest form, we will get 1/3. Fifth question is, what fraction of an hour is 40 minutes? 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. And out of 60 minutes, we have taken out 40 minutes. So required fraction is 40/60. And converted into simplest form, 2/3. Question 6. Arya, Abhimanyu and Vivek shared lunch. Arya has brought 2 sandwiches, one made of vegetable and one of jam. The other two boys forgot to bring their lunch. Arya agreed to share his sandwiches so that each person will have an equal share of each sandwich. How can Arya divide his sandwiches so that each person can have equal share? They are three friends and only one Arya has brought two sandwiches and he want to share his sandwiches with two of his friends. That means three have to eat now those sandwiches. Okay, and he has two sandwiches. So how he will divide his sandwiches so that each person can have equal share? That means he will divide each sandwich into three equal parts. Then only every friend will get. Now the second question is, what part of sandwich will each boy receive? If he is dividing his sandwich into three equal parts, then each boy will receive one part out of 3. So your fraction is 1 upon 3 part. Means each boy will receive 1 upon 3 part of the sandwich. Next question 7th is, Kanchan dyed dresses. She had to dye 30 dresses. She has so far finished 20 dresses. She has to dye 30 dresses. This is her target. And till now she has finished 20 dresses. What fraction of dresses has she finished? Total number of dresses she has to dye? 30. Number of dresses she has finished so far? 20. So what is the fraction of the finished dresses? It is 20 upon 30. So when we convert into simplest form, we will get 2 upon 3. Next is, write the natural number from 2 to 12. What fraction of them are prime numbers? This we have discussed yesterday also. Natural numbers from 2 to 12 are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. How many they are in number? They are 11 in number. Now prime numbers from 2 to 12 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Yesterday I have told you what are prime numbers which have exactly two factors, 1 and the number itself. So number of prime numbers from 2 to 12 are 5. So hence the fraction of prime numbers are 5 upon 11. Question number 9 is also same. Write the natural number from 102 to 113. What fraction of them are prime numbers? I don't think so there is any need of explanation in this question. Now see the last question, question 11. Kristen received a CD player for her birthday. She bought 3 CDs and received 5 others as gift. What fraction of her total CDs did she buy and what fraction did she receive as gift? Now see, how many total number of CDs she has? 3 plus 5. 3 she has bought, she has purchased and 5 she has received as a gift. So total number of CDs she has 8. Number of CDs purchased by her 3. So what is the required fraction of CD purchased? 3 upon 8, because in denominator we will write down total. So total is 8 and number of CDs purchased are 3. Now next is, you have to find out what fraction did